I am back. So, hello everyone. My name is Matan Ismail, but you guys are welcome to call me MI, and welcome back to my channel. I know it's been about a month since my last upload video because I have exams, but now I have finished my exams, so now I am totally free to make a video for about a week. So now let's jump into the topic that I want to share to you guys. For you guys' information, it's just the same topic. It's just some useless things that I just want to share to you guys. So yeah, now the stupid topic that I'm going to show to you guys today is that I am going to rate ghosts in Malaysia. Yes, this is top tier content from this channel. Just bear with me, okay? So, as you know, when I was growing up in Malaysia, I have read some books about ghosts in Malaysia. It is actually the books are actually produced for children to read. It has, but sometimes there just have many different kinds of it. Just like there's just like 10 different types of storybooks for children about Toyol, about Pocong, about Hantu Raya, and yeah, it goes on and on. So today I am going to rate every single ghost that I can find from this website, which is Ghosts in Malay Culture. I'm going to read some of their biography on of what is their origins, who they hunt, who they will hurt, and yeah, and how to protect yourself from them, so whatsoever. So yeah, I'm going to rate every single one of these ghosts. Let's move on to the rating. So as you can see, this is a tier list that I made in tiermaker.com about the ghosts in Malaysia. So I have about 15 ghosts here that I am going to rate them. So yeah, let's move on to the first ghost. The first ghost is the Bajang. Now, what is the Bajang? Well, according to the Wikipedia, it is a ghost that originated from a newly buried body of a stillborn child, and it takes a form and it can transform itself to become a fox or a fox-like creature, and it will just follows its master's orders, and if the master orders them to kill this guy, to hurt them, he will just go and hurt and kill them. That's all. So yeah, and in order for you to protect yourself from the Bajang, you need to wear a special bracelets that will act as a protect charm from them. So yeah, for me, it's not a very good ghost, so I'm going to put it at a C tier. Yeah, a C tier. Okay, now let's move on to the next ghost. Okay, now for the next ghost, I'm going to combine both of them because they're just really similar. The Langsweer and the Pontianak. I bet some of you guys are wondering, but isn't Langsweer and Pontianak the same kind of ghost? No, well, firstly, I thought of that too, but no, they're two different kind of ghosts. So yeah, the Langsweer is actually the mother of the Pontianak, and the Pontianak is the daughter of the Langsweer. If it's a son, I don't know what's gonna happen to the son. They're probably gonna throw the son to the river or something. So, how is a Langsweer created? Well, a Langsweer will be created if a mother met her death when giving birth to a child, and if it's not properly buried, it will become a Langsweer. And a Langsweer will usually wear a green dress and have long sharp nails, and some say that if you want to tame a Langsweer, you have to cut her nails and put some hair in the back of her neck. Yeah, that's all. Oh yeah, and the Langsweer usually targets pregnant woman out of jealousy. I don't know why. So the Langsweer is going to be in B tier because I think it's much more better than the Bajang. Well, the Pontianak is the daughter of the Langsweer, and the Pontianak usually wears a white dress and has long nails. It's basically the same as the Lang Sui, but at the same time, it's not the same, okay? And the Lang Sui usually targets men rather than targeting pregnant women. And as you guys know, in order for you to make a Pontianak your wife, or you can tame it, I don't know why. If you want to make a Pontianak your wife, it's entirely your fucking choice. So in order for you to tame it, you just have to put a nail through the back of her neck. I'm pretty sure some of you guys have actually heard about this story. So yeah, because the similarity between these two type of ghosts, I'm gonna put them at the B, both of them at B. So the Lang Sui and the Pontianak is B tier. Okay, now let's move on to the next ghost, which is the Penanggal. So basically, Penanggal is a floating woman's head with some organs attached to it, just like the lungs or some part of the intestines, if I'm not mistaken. And this ghost usually targets babies and suck the the blood out of them. And for me, this is the most weird part about the Bananga, which is its origin story. Let's read it from the Wikipedia. There are several stories of her origins. One is that she was a woman who was sitting, meditating in a large wooden vat used for making vinegar when she was so startled that her head jumped out from her body. Okay, first, I have two questions. First, why are you meditating in a vat? I'm pretty sure there's a lot of places for you to meditate. And secondly, what startled you that makes your head jump out of your body? Can someone please explain it to me? It's just so weird. So yeah, plus if you want to fend yourself from the Penanggal, you could just hang some thorns in the openings of your house so the Penanggal will get trapped there and you can catch it, or the Penanggal will just get injured by it, because you know the Penanggal has exposed body organs literally. So yeah, the Penanggal, I'm gonna put it at C tier, same with the Bajang, because of it could be at B tier, but because of the weird origin story, I'm gonna put it in C. Yeah. Okay, now let's move on to the next ghost, which is the Toyol. Now, Toyol, often translated into English as goblin. Okay, for you guys' information, I don't agree with this statement, because Toyol is literally what a whopping difference between with a goblin. Because for me, goblins are sex crazed midgets, while Toyol is just easily deceived child for me. Okay, I bet you guys have actually seen some kind of variation of the Toyol. Of the most commonly known is a child who is bald, has long sharp nails, have pointy ears, has sharp teeth and red eyes, and have green skin. At the same time, they are probably naked or just wearing some diapers or shorts or underwear. So yeah, and they are usually came from a dead fetus. So the Toyol is generally not that dangerous because they don't have have a revenge type of personality, and they don't hold grudges with other people, and they usually follow orders and from their masters. If the Toyo doesn't have a master, it's going to be harmless. And at the same time, the Toyo is actually really easy to capture it, because the most common way for humans to capture a Toyo is by just scattering small round objects around the house, because they will get distracted by those round things, just like beans and marbles, and they will just play with it until the next morning, and eventually they will get caught by the owners of the house. So yeah, that's a little bit about Toyol. Toyol are usually used by its master to steal or cause mischief. I'm pretty sure you guys have already heard about this, but I forgot to mention it in the video. So yeah, that's because I'm a dumbass. So let's continue rating the ghosts. And for me, the Toyol is B tier. I like Toyol much more better than the Pontianak and Lang Sui. So I'm gonna put it at an A tier. Now the next ghost is the Polong. I don't know what the hell is the Polong is. This is actually my first time hearing of the polong. But basically, a polong is a kind of a bottle ghost, I think so. They are usually kept inside bottles, and as you know the drill, they will just follow their master's orders, whatsoever, and da 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 da. At the end of the story, it's just a terrible ghost. So I'm gonna put it at a D tier. Yeah, it's not that great. So the next is the Palisade. Now I've heard about the Palisade before, and when I read this article, it's actually, for me, I found it quite, I don't know, I cannot differentiate it between a polong and a palisade. But as you know, a palisade is kind of usually takes a form of a grasshopper or a cricket, and usually inside the grasshopper or cricket there usually be one rice in it. Yeah, if I'm not mistaken. And if there's a rice in the cricket, that means that it's a palisade. So yeah, that's all I know about the palisade. And the next thing I know about palisade is usually the owner of a palisade is usually a female. That's all that I know. So for me, it's not that different from a polong. So I'm gonna put it at a D tier, a D list, whatever. Now, the next ghost is the Hantu Raya. Now, this is something I need to confess to you guys. I usually thought that Hantu Raya is usually a ghost that will only can be seen during Hari Raya Aidilfitri. I think it was just some kind of limited time ghost, just like that. But no, it's not like that. Now, Hantu Raya is actually a ghost that possess a huge amount of strength. Back in the old days, a farmer will likely being seen to have a Hantu Raya if they can work many hours in the field, because Hantu Raya can actually become free labor for the, it's not free labor, but a type of labor for the farm owners. So yeah, that's what I understand about the Hantu Raya. I think so. They are just there to carry out manual labor for the farmers back in the old days, and they at the same time they said to have a limited range, so they cannot get beyond that range or not. I don't know what will happen. They will disappear or something. So yeah, for me, it's not that great of a ghost. So I'm gonna put it at a C tier. Yeah, a C tier. Okay, now let's move on to the lesser known ghosts. Firstly, the Hantu Air or water spirits. They usually live in large body of water, such as in river or lake. Some are said to be the ghosts of people who are drowned, but they are generally independent spirits. If they show themselves, it is usually the form of a floating log. Really, a log, nothing else. They can be dangerous and may drown or eat people. So yeah, that's the gist of Hantu Air. So I usually thought Hantu Air will can come out of any form of water, just like a puddle or even the water that you drink. But yeah, but for me, Hantu Air is not that great, so I'm gonna put it at the C tier. Yeah, a C tier. Next is the Hantu Galah, or the pole goose. It is very tall and thin goose found amongst the trees and bamboo. To make it disappear, a person simply picks up a stick or twig and breaks it. It is normally a female. Really, that's how you actually make a horde of Hantu Galah. Just like that, just pick a random twig or stick and just snap it into half. Really, damn, that's so lame. That is so lame. That's so lame. I'm gonna put Hantu Galah in the detail because that's so fucking lame. Okay, now the next ghost is the Hantu Tet. Oh my god, this ghost. I have some questions about the Hantu Tet, or some people will call it as Hantu Kope or whatever, the nipple ghost. Appears as an old woman with pendulous breasts. Now, what I know about the Hantu Tet, it usually attacks children who is not at home during dusk time. So, how do they attack the children? They will just kidnap them and hide them inside their breast, or just kill them by smothering them with their breast. Yeah, I know it's weird. How the hell do you hide people inside your breast? Is this some kind of weird hentai level shit that I'm guessing here? It's so weird. And yeah, for me, it's not that great of a ghost, so I'm gonna put it at the C tier. Hantu Laut, the sea spirit. Now I'm gonna assume it's the same as a Hantu Air, so I'm gonna put it as a C tier too. So the next is the Janglot. Now Janglots are doll-like vampiric creatures said to be found in the jungles. They are usually female. What are claimed to be dead Janglots are sometimes sold or exhibited, but they appear to be man-made. I don't know what the hell that is, and I don't know what the purpose of the Jenglot is, so I'm gonna put it D tier. It's not great. Okay, now next, Orang Minyak. So the Orang Minyak, fuck, I forgot to make a trash tier. So basically, oh my god, the Orang Minyak is, for me, is the worst ghost of them all, because it's the, if you guys know the Orang Minyak, basically this ghost usually just comes and rapes women. Yeah, that's the whole purpose of them. And usually the Orang Minyak usually targets young virgins, because I don't know why. Probably just want to take away their virginity or something like that. So yeah, I'm not a big fan of the Orang Minyak. Plus, I think I've heard about this before. Back in the old days, people would usually say to their daughters to encourage them to get married early by saying, if you're not getting married, the probability you're gonna get raped by Orang Minyak is actually quite high. So yeah, that's a big red flag for me. I'm not a big fan of those kind of things, so I'm gonna put it at the trash tier, but I'm gonna put it D tier, but I should have made it trash tier. So yeah, I'm not a big fan of the Orang Minyak. So let's move on to the last ghost, which is the Pocong now, or Hantu Bungkus. It's a ghost wrapped in white burial shroud. When a dead person is buried, the shroud is supposed to be untied. If it remains tied the top, the spirit is restless and the body becomes a pocong. So basically, they are saying, if there's this thing up in their head, if you don't, when the corpse is about to get buried, you need to untie the thing up here, I think so. So if that thing is untied, it's going to become a pocong. Hey, wait, am I making this sense? Wait, if that knot is tied up when he is getting buried in the ground, he is going to become a pocong. If it's not tied up, it's not going to become a pocong, and it will just become an ordinary corpse, I think so. And I don't know what's the main point of the pocong going up. Is just maybe they just want to find someone to tell them, hey, untie this, please untie it. Oh my god. So yeah, I think that's the whole thing about the pocong, and it's not, for me, it's not that great, so I'm gonna put it at a D tier. So yeah, this is my tier list. I don't know why there's a Slenderman there. Probably, I don't know, probably it's gonna sneak up on you one day or later. So yeah, as you can see, there's no S tier. All of the ghosts did not make it into S tier, which is kind of sad. To be honest, I'm not sad at all. They're not even, to be honest, I'm actually going easy on these ghosts, because you know, most of them are not that great, to be honest. So yeah. Plus the modern depiction of these ghosts is not that great also. So I'm not actually making a very good tier list here, okay? Just bear with me. So if you guys think you can make a better tier list than me, I will be linking this tier list in the video's description below. So if you want to go rate it, to make a tier list out of it, go ahead. It's just down below. And if you guys want to share it with me, you could just tag me on my Twitter and my Instagram account. I know that I have not been making videos for a long time, and I hope you guys are still enjoying my weird contents. on YouTube. So yeah, I think that's all from me. I'll see you guys in my next video, probably gonna be next week. And yeah, goodbye and ciao. Oh yeah, and don't forget to like the video and subscribe to my channel if you haven't. You will be doing me a huge favor. I know I forgot to say this in the video because I'm a dumbass, that's why.